Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luke of Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Batman, my favorite character.
Just wait till September. Every time I hit that, Justin's going to crack up. All right, kids. Welcome back to another episode of We Are the Night.
The Batman Podcast.
Yes. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, for now, that criminal mastermind herself, the Dastardly.
Y'all know who it is. It's Lilith Hellfire. Quit playing with me, Philip.
You know who I am. I leave clues
For
all
now,
over.
anyway.
I leave clues all over the internet. Oh no, we're gonna have a big party when you come back in October. Come on. Hey, even the guys who are replacing you are gonna be like, "Hey, where's Lilith?"
I'm back, baby.
Yes, kids. Stay tuned. Yes, it'll take multiple men to replace Lilith Hellfire. It'll take many men and a Charlie Esser to replace Lilith Hellfire. A bare-faced Charlie Esser. Damn it! I bought a mustache Charlie Esser.
It'll be all filled in by the time I get back, probably.
Bait and switch. What? Oh, sure. Unless he hasn't found the job, I think he's gonna he's gonna stay babyface till he gets a new job. Anyway, speaking of mustaches,
Mustache.
have I got a Jim Gordon story for you? That's right, kids, because this time we're covering Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 159 through 161. And unbelievably, once again, there are new Batman books, including for the third week in a row, a Harley Quinn issue.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just scheduling.
That tells you everything you need to know.
I don't know if it's scheduling, but yes, 3 weeks in a row. Harley Quinn 17, 18, and 19.
Or maybe it's burn off.
What?
Maybe they're burning off the issues because they're getting ready to cancel it.
Maybe. I could see him
for a new book.
Rebooting.
Another new number one.
Yeah, either a new number one or I was gonna say, would they ever pull the trigger and do a Punchline book?
Well, she's actually getting a book.
Oh, is she? Keep saying that. Where is it?
In October.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh,
right.
maybe.
Well, as far as I know.
Oh, maybe they are burning off issues then. Oh,
She's
no.
had the backup that was supposed to be the guys. No. It's coming.
Is September going to be the death of Harley Quinn?
No, they're never going to kill Harley Quinn.
Well, I don't mean permanently, but I'm just saying. No.
I don't even think they would pull that stuff because it's so old hat.
No. It's again, it's DC, but it's the 30th anniversary of Superman's death. Are we going to do, or would they do a parody of that? We're
already doing Dark Crisis. We're good.
Don't. I know we're good, but
they're teetering on the precipice of extinction, literally.
Lilith, DC needs money, man. They're giving handies on the street corner. Come on.
That just reminded me of that South Park episode, Jacking It in San Diego.
Oh my God, the South Park movie was on last night.
You should be banned from watching that at that
Why?
point. We talk about that movie all the time.
It's easy, I'm good.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, right. You'll have enough South Park references on the Salty and the Petty show. Trust me.
Stay tuned in January, kids. That's why Lilith Hellfire's taking a month vacation, kids. She's building a bunker strong enough to contain the madness of Salty and Petty. Come on.
Yes, exactly. Trying to keep you guys safe.
See, she doesn't want to move out of the country.
Necessity demands it.
She's building a Hulk-like cave in the desert to contain,
my fortress of solitude, if you will,
to contain all that power.
All the memes.
Yes, the memes. All right, so let's let's get into these Legends of the Dark Knight issues. All right, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 159 from November 2002. Loyalties, part 1 of 3. Writer John Ostrander.
Oh, Ostrander. I
Yeah.
see.
Penciler David Lopez. Inker Dan Green. Colorist James Sinclair and Digital Chameleon. Letterers Kurt Hathaway. And editors Harvey Richards and Andrew Helfer. And we actually do have synopses. All right. Dwight Peterson, a Chicago contractor, is constructing a building that is not up to code. And Alderman Masaryk sends a bagman named Axel Hatchet, is that a little one that is? To Dwight's home to shake him down for a bribe. Instead of paying, Dwight threatens to go to a reporter named Rothko, and Hatchet slams his head against the kitchen counter, threatening Dwight's wife Susan, his daughter Andrea, his cat Boots, and Andrea's goldfish Bubbles. Yeah, Bubbles gonna get it, see? If he goes to the papers, Dwight gives in. Neither of them sees Andrea's friend, Barbara, hiding on the stairs, listening into their conversation. Barbara creeps back up to Andrea's room and tries to fall back asleep. You know this young red-headed girl named Barbara?
I heard there's a lot of them, so don't.
Hey-oh! Oh my. All right. 3 years later, in Gotham City, Captain Gordon and his officers have surrounded St. Catherine's, where a man named Dan Monroe has taken hostages. Father Hughes urges Gordon to give it more time, but Cargill retorts that it's been 6 hours and that Monroe is calling himself Attila and threatening to burn the church down. The priest doesn't want to risk the lives of Sister Felicia and the 10 children inside. Gordon sees Batman leap overhead and he tells Cargill that the SWAT team isn't going in. He is! Gordon walks inside where Monroe greets him with a flamethrower and the declaration that he is the Scourge of God.
I am the Scourge of God.
I was going to say, a little hellfire. I'll fight you for that.
Al Simmons will fight you for that.
Hey-oh. And Gordon reasons with Monroe by referencing the story of Abraham and Isaac, telling him God wouldn't want him to harm children. And Monroe hesitates for a second, giving Batman long enough to jump Monroe. Gordon gets Sister Felicia and the children out while Batman fights Monroe. Cargill tries to lead the SWAT team inside, but Gordon refuses to allow it as the senior officer on site. A second later, Monroe is kicked out of the church's front doors. Back at GCPD headquarters, Gordon is greeted with congratulations and 2 messages, one from his wife and the other from the Chicago District Attorney, Federale. Gordon calls his wife back, and Barbara tells him that Dwight Peterson was found dead.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Officially, it was an accident at his construction site, but Barbara doesn't believe it. Gordon promised her that this wouldn't follow them to Gotham, but it has, and the Chicago DA must have called him to get the name. Gordon refuses to tell them, and she knows why he won't. He hangs up when Batman crawls through his window. Sorry, dear.
Got a booty call.
Sorry, dear, my mistress is here.
Oof.
Batman asks why Gordon went into the church when he had the situation under control. He believes Gordon still doesn't trust him, but Gordon doesn't know Batman. Gordon thanks him for his help tonight. Gordon is walking home when he is surrounded by 4 men led by Axel Hatchet, who drug him and drag him into a waiting car. In Wayne Manor, Alfred Pennyworth wakes up Bruce Wayne and reports that Captain Gordon appears to have been kidnapped. Bruce believes Gordon was taken by one of his own enemies. I love how Bruce makes it about himself. He's like, someone must have figured out the connection between me and Gordon. Hoping to find out what they could about the Batman. And he is determined to save one of the few allies he has. Truer words have never been spoken. The next sentence. Batman goes on a rampage through Gotham's underworld, beating up crooks for information, but no one knows anything. Alfred suggests that perhaps an enemy of Gordon abducted him. It's not all about you. Not all about you, kid. So see, he's not just your ordinary he's not your ordinary macaroni. He's a hamburger helper.
Nice.
Thank you.
Macaroni.
You know, Alfred Pennyworth, Batman's butler. Can't believe they changed the title of that damn thing.
The origins of Batman's butler, because everyone really cares about that.
Boy, this
Gothamverse lives.
Boy, this ratings must be great if they're tacking that on the end of that.
Bro, I heard kids on TikTok, they're like, oh, HBO Max just added a show about Batman's butler. No, they literally have been saying, I'm like, sweet. It already had two seasons. What do you mean?
Well, it was buried on Epics, you know.
Yeah. Who the hell even knew what Epics was? I didn't.
I'd never heard of Epics until they were like, oh, that's where Pennyworth's going to be. I was like, what? What is this Epics you say?
Exactly.
Hatchet has taken Gordon back to Chicago, where they are holding him inside an abandoned. Lots of churches in this story. Alderman Masaryk interrogates him as his men torture him, but Gordon is unafraid. He knows they can't kill him before he gives them the name. Hatchet tells Masaryk that Gordon might be able to withstand torture, but can he stand watching his wife and son be tortured? Masaryk tells him to take the private jet to Gotham. Bruce, meanwhile, has figured out almost everything. He knows this has to do with Dwight Peterson and that Gordon was taken to Chicago, but not even he knows the name of the witness who identified Peterson as victim of Masaryk's corruption. That's what everyone wants to know. So, thoughts, Lilith?
I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
This is good. This is
Mob.
juicy.
Mob.
This juicy,
Yeah.
bro.
I told you, man. Mob. I'm here for it. We'll get some more Gordon. We see how these two's relationship comes to be.
Says a lot.
God. And again, just the messy continuity. It's fine. Barbara's Gordon's niece at this point, but it's like also his wife's also named Barbara. It's like, oh, geez.
Her favorite. She named her after her favorite sister.
Barbara Eileen Gordon.
Big.
Yeah, but no, the wife and maybe Barbara was born when they were married already, but that's because I'm like, wait a minute, the two Barbaras aren't related except through marriage.
Can't think about it too hard. They really didn't care back then. I mean, for God's sakes, they say Metropolis is in Delaware. Like, come on.
What's that Wayne's World joke? Oh, we're in Delaware.
Yeah. Central City was in Michigan. Okay.
Isn't it like? No, it's not Kansas, is it?
It's Iowa.
Iowa, yes.
Because Keystone is its twin city.
I see. Boy. All right, so should we get to the next one?
Let's. Going by pretty fast. Although I do highly recommend these issues. I like them.
I know they're good.
It's good insight, I think.
Especially for a Legends of the Dark Knight around 158, 160. Yeah, I mean this is some good stuff. All right. So Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 160, December 2002. Loyalties Part 2. Again, same team. Bruce Wayne lands at Meigs Field in Chicago, where he is greeted by a horde of reporters. He tells them he came for deep dish pizza.
Code alert. That's code.
Okay. Deep dish pizza. Okay, I got it.
I'm going to the hole on principle.
And somebody's muffin's definitely getting buttered.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
I was gonna say no. I was just thinking Chicago. And I'm just.
Why did your eye drift over to Mike?
Nice.
Alfred asks him if he ever tires of making himself look like an idiot. To which Bruce replies that it worked for Zorro.
Oh, really?
Once again, Zorro reference.
Oof.
Again, all modern pop culture, kids. All comes back to Zorro. Bruce takes the Wayne Enterprise. Goes to Wayne Enterprises. Where he goes over the information he has discovered about the case. Alderman Masarick is the representative of a working class and white ward where no one cares what he does so long as he keeps the streets clean and the neighborhood white. So nobody was willing to stop it. Until Jim Gordon found the witness who saw his chief bagman, a Chicago Police Department detective named Axel Hatchett, shaking down Dwight Peterson. That sounds about white.
Philip.
What? It took 2 years before it went to trial, and in that time, Gordon got swept up in a scandal and had to relocate to Gotham City. Must have been pretty bad if you're trying to escape scandal by going to Gotham City.
Well, no one cares in Gotham.
Well, true.
Everybody's had a scandal in Gotham.
Oh, you murdered
As
babies?
we learned in the Gotham TV show.
Oh, you murdered babies in another city? Oh, okay. Well, last month's rent. Okay.
Okay, I mean that's nothing worse than what the rich guy does. Over there in his brownstone.
Oh my God, Kristen and I have been watching, some Batman 66 and Batman the Animated Series. Oh my God, that Joker's Million episode of Batman the Animated Series. Joker's literally living in an apartment. The landlady's like, "Oh yeah, you're late on your rent." I'm like, "Really?"
Because Joker's an asshat.
But I'm like, you can't tell me.
No, seriously, screw landlords.
I'm like, you can't tell me he should don't know who the Joker is. So I'm saying they don't care.
Like I'd rather live in Gotham in a 4-bedroom apartment, $300, and I just can't drink the water. Okay.
You got a triple-digit body count as a mass murderer? Okay, well, give me my rent.
You got to rent to somebody.
I guess.
He just signed the leash, the Joker. Or Joker.
Joker, yeah.
Dr. Joker. I work at Arkham.
Keep those dogs down. They're hyenas. Now, Dwight Peterson is dead, and everyone is after the original witness. Oh my God, Lilith is Harley Quinn, man. Instead of hyenas, she got them dogs.
I would never name my dogs Bruce. He doesn't deserve it. Ace, however, the next dog that I get will be named Ace.
Why do I feel between where you're at now and your new home, you're gonna pick up like another dog between where you're at now and where you're going?
It's gotta happen organically. Listen, all my dogs have come to me organically. I'm a firm believer in that. I don't just go, well, except for one. It was a gift.
My God. Oh my God. I'm gonna say, why did you get a 5th dog, Lilith? Why needed one that was bilingual?
Well, first of all, 5 makes a pack.
I thought you were the 5th alpha dog.
No. I'm the leader of the pack, but the actual pack within itself is 5.
Okay. Bruce dons the guise of a motorcycle messenger and leaves to get a feel of the
Matches
area.
Malone wants to have a war with you, see?
Well, I guess he hasn't had Matches Malone. He needs to find Gordon before Masarick learns the name of the original witness. Meanwhile, Barbara Gordon is at home showing off her proficiency with computers to her friend Adriana.
Clickety, 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 I'm in.
Oh, is she a bitch with Wi-Fi?
Definitely. She's very good with computers.
Yeah, the hard drive, the RAM, all that stuff, yeah. Adriana asks if she's going to go work for a computer company when she's older, but Barbara is torn between her many options.
Because she's a girl in an uptown world, see? She can be anything she wants, including Batgirl, not to be confused with Batwoman.
Isn't that the same thing? I love when he was like, "Oh, wasn't that movie going to spin out of the TV show?" No.
Poor sweet thing.
But he's always going to explain DC to us. All right. But yes, she also loves dancing. Her gymnastics coach thinks that she could try out for the Olympics. Get it? They're good at gymnastics, kids.
Oh, that's why Nightwing likes her so much.
Whoa!
My business.
Hey man, you don't get that Nightwing ass with mediocre skills. Come on.
Bruce is like, we're doing me now?
Wow. I mean, again, look at Dick Grayson's choice of female companions: Barbara Gordon, Starfire. I mean, if you're gonna try to keep a, try to steal a man away from Starfire, man, you got to bring some skill.
Touche, good sir. Touche.
And part of her wants to be a detective like V.I. Warshawski.
Okay, I already don't like her.
I think we're just looking for a dated reference,
Immediately no. She said Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys or something. Come on, she's trying too hard.
Again, you think maybe they were just like, oh, everyone,
nobody knows how to write a little girl. Like
if anyone,
it's the problem with Family Guy and Meg. They they can't relate, so they don't know.
I think Ostrander was just looking for something different because he's probably like anyone else writing this story would have said Nancy Drew, so I will say V.I. Warshawski. Adriana knows Barbara's late father was a police detective, and Barbara tells her that her father's older brother Jim is a detective too. Barbara goes downstairs for an iced tea.
Uh-oh, Chris Hansen's gonna pop out. Be careful.
Whoa!
He's always offering them. You want some iced tea?
It's from Long Island.
Oh no, not that kind of tea.
Spill that tea. Oh, see, get it? Everyone wants Barbara to spill the tea this episode.
What's the deal? You're really his kid, right? That's what happened.
You know what? They kind of played with that in an episode. Did you read that? There was a Batman Gotham Knights issue where they kind of played with that, where she's like, she wasn't sure there was a chance, I guess.
Yeah.
And then at the end it was like, well, that doesn't matter, because like,
it does.
Either way, in her heart, he's always her, her father.
And I guarantee you that's gonna get into the TV show somehow.
Because I don't think they like came out and said it, but I was like, wait a minute. So are you saying Jim slept with his brother's wife? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, we all know Jim is a little scotch.
Well, I mean, look at year one. We know he's a cheater.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a difference between just sleeping with some rando and your brother's wife.
Well, we don't know what the brother did, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, maybe
maybe his brother was infertile and his sister asked him, to keep it in the family. People do that. Honestly, people do that. They used to do that a lot back in the day.
Oh, my.
I mean, I can just tell you from just looking at freaking 23andMe.
I mean,
you
hey,
know.
I guess if you want your kid to look like your husband, the brother's the way they go.
Yeah. Or the dad, even worse, Pick your poison. Your son's really your freaking brother. Or your uncle, even.
Oh my God. When I start, like, it's almost 20 years now, but when I started working where I'm working at now, like, there was a big thing going on where they're like, yeah, the one guy who's working there, they're like, yeah, he went home one day, found his wife cheating on him with his dad. It's like, ooh. That's some Jerry Springer.
Okay, everybody's house is getting burned down. Sorry.
That's some Jerry Springer like nonsense.
Or worse, Steve Wilco.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's bottom tier.
Barbara goes downstairs for an iced tea and overhears her mother Jennifer talking on the phone with her Aunt Barbara about her uncle's disappearance.
Time to get on that computer.
That's a lot of relatives. Her aunt wants Barbara to come forward as the witness, but her mother has already lost her husband and she refuses to risk her daughter's life. Her aunt replies that she's risking her husband's life.
So she knows. She's like, I know that kid's a bastard.
I mean, I get that, Barbara Sr. wants to protect like her child and herself and, and her husband and everything, but it's like, man, that's a bitch move. It's just like, yeah, sacrifice your teenage daughter so my family say, it's like, because they're gonna kill her.
Yeah.
Barbara Eileen apologized.
That's real Karen move there, bud.
Yeah. I would like to speak with Chicago's manager, please.
Plot twist, they definitely don't have a manager there.
Well, no. No. Lawlessness, chaos.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
Barbara Sr. apologizes before hanging up to answer the door. It's Inspector Hatchet.
Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do.
We're doing there. Whom she recognizes.
He wishes.
He tells her that he will kill her husband if she refuses to come with him, or if she fails to get the information he wants. Her son is coming with.
James Gordon Jr.
No wonder he goes up into be a psycho with this stuff. I mean, getting tossed off a bridge in year 1. Just living in Gotham.
They were really in their Spider-Man bag on that one.
What?
Said they were in their Spider-Man feelings on that one.
Mm-hmm. Plus, just drinking the Gotham water. Trauma plus Gotham water. That's kind of...
Yeah, that's just asking for it.
Bab suggests that her mother take her pills and go to bed early.
Shut up, woman. Take your pills. Damn.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like that. If that little dog of yours could talk, he'd be like, take your medication, mama.
Now all they care about is when it's time to go to bed, when it's time to pee, and when it's time to eat. That is it.
I see why you get along so well.
Exactly.
But Jen says they're leaving tonight. Barbara pokes holes in her plane.
On a midnight train to Georgia.
Oh, God. Oh, no, on a jet plane.
Oh. Don't know when I'll be back again.
Barbara pokes holes in her plan until Jen gives up, and Barbara again suggests that she go lie down. They'll talk about it in the morning. Jen agrees, and she wonders when her daughter became an adult and she became this mess.
No comment.
Barbara asks Adriana to go home because something came up, and once her friend is gone, Barbara sits down to hack into the police database and learn everything she can about Hatchet.
Tickety-tack.
Leaning forward as the glow of the screen highlights her facing green. Jim
This
Gordon.
is an old ass computer. It's green.
Well, again, it's his Batman year 1.
She's playing Oregon Trail. She's not fooling me. She has dysentery.
Jim Gordon is held suspended inside the church with only a single guard, whom he identifies as Benny Morris's son, Dan. Dan took his father's place in Hatchet's hit squad when Benny died a year ago. Gordon wishes he could say he's sorry to hear that, but Benny was a jerk. Dan punches Gordon in the stomach. Oh my.
No couth. He has no couth.
Gordon I was like, wait a minute, or is Gordon made to protect Barbara? Is he maybe trying to get himself killed?
Yes, that's what he's trying to do. Poorly, but that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, because that way he can't name the name, yeah. Hey, kid, you're
Number one rule in Gotham, you don't name names. It'll put you on a list.
You got me blacklisted at Hop Sings.
Mark your bingo cards.
Remember, kids, when Elaine was dating a communist? And Kramer was a department store Santa?
Yikes.
Been ho-ho-hoing for all day. I'm hoed out.
Shut up, Philip.
What?
That was a preemptive shut up. Don't even worry about it.
No, Lilith Hellfire. I would never call you a hoe. If there's anyone on this team who is a hoe, it's not you.
It's
Work with me now.
and proud.
Hey, old. Shows his nipples every chance he can get. That hussy. Gordon tells Dan that he isn't in too deep yet, and he can still make this right. But Dan supports Alderman Masarick because he grew up in his ward, which Masarick kept clean and all white. Sparkly.
Yikes.
You know what? I know it's Chicago, but I can just hear this dialogue in a Boston accent.
Yeah, that definitely feels more Boston than Chicago.
From Boston. Gordon mocks his race.
Use guys.
Hey, use guys. No. Let's not disparage the great city of Boston.
Bro, they don't even call themselves like they're too scared to even call themselves like Boston or Massachusetts. They call themselves New England. Screw those guys.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
Okay, yes, I live in Florida. We get it.
See you later, bunkie.
Gordon mocks his racism and asks him if he feels good about killing another cop. Gordon tells him to think hard about what he owes Maserick. Alderman Maserick is on the phone with Hatchet, who is on his way with old Barbara and Jimmy. When Batman comes up behind him...
No, not that Jimmy.
Don't touch Jimmy!
Hey, boys, you look at the party.
George is getting upset!
George likes his spicy chicken. When Batman comes up behind him, Batman threatens him, saying he'll throw Maserick out the window if he doesn't tell him where Gordon is.
Where's my boo?
Now you know why Lilith loves this story. Because again, year one, Chicago, no one knows who the hell Batman is. He's like, I will throw you out. I love when Maserick's like, then I can't tell you what you want to know. He's like, Batman's like, yeah, but it'll let the next guy know I'm serious. That this isn't an idle threat. But Maserick believes he's bluffing. He won't get what he wants if he throws Maserick out the window. It will convince the next person he threatens he isn't bluffing. Yes!
Swear to me!
The Lilith Hellfire approach to things. Yeah.
Exactly.
See? I knew you love this story. What's that? I'm like, I hit this. I'm like, yes. It's no bad plane, but two of Maserick's lackeys come in and see Batman holding Maserick up by the neck. Batman throws Maserick on top of one and escapes when the other draws a gun. They're amazed and confused to see Batman glide away. Maserick tells them to call in every available...
Wait, what'd you bring to Chicago? What'd you do?
Don't mess with Gordon, man. Don't mess with the boo. Tells them to call in every available unit and hunt Batman down. They shoot to kill. Batman drives off on the...
Shoot like stormtroopers.
Oh! Pew pew. Batman drives off on the motorcycle as police cars chase after him, but his escape is hindered when LaSalle Street Bridge goes up. A freighter is coming through, and all the bridges...
LaSalle, you say? Interesting.
And all the bridges from Randolph through Clark Street are up. His only option is to reach the Michigan Street Bridge before it goes up too, but he can't make it. He's surrounded by police cars.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Oh my. So yes, in this story, Barbara's mother is Jennifer. This contradicts earlier versions where her mother is named Thelma.
I think Hanna-Barbera had something to say.
And where either Thelma with a T, not Velma. Where either her mother died. Yeah, this contradicts, the name and where her mother died first or her parents died at the same time. I mean, did we get a lot of versions before?
No, we didn't. But literally only like the pencil pusher. They're like, well, actually, like that's a deep dive.
Yeah, it wasn't until the early 2000s I remember that they were, started like,
they even
who was her father? Who was it? Yeah. Again, that's what I think. That's around the time we got that story. Yeah, this is around the era when it's like, what is Jim Gordon really her biological father? Was that mother getting the long arm of the law? Hell,
must be with Batman fiending after it like that.
Wow.
Went to Chicago of all places. Ooh. I'm kidding. I love Chicago. I lived there for a while. Went to college there. So.
Oh my. The stories those buildings could tell.
Nah, I got done with college as quick as possible. It's an exorbitant waste of money.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I didn't say you took a long time. I didn't say you were Van Wilder. I'm just saying you.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds reference. Okay. What we're doing? Me now?
All right. Thoughts, or should we get to the last one?
Yeah, let's get to the last one because that's where the most thoughts come from, I think.
Yes, Batman: Legends of the Dark Knight 161 from January 2003. Loyalties, book 3. Same team. There we go. The Chicago Police Department has Batman surrounded at LaSalle Street Bridge, which is raised, preventing his escape. Batman turns his motorcycle around and drives directly at the police officers who shoot at him, but only end up hitting each other. They are stormtroopers. Batman makes a full circle and drives up the raised bridge and uses it as a ramp to soar over the Chicago River. Batman climbs into a waiting car. I love what it's like. Get more units over there. Everyone's over here. You know, just like Batman Begins. They're all over here. Batman climbs into a waiting car where Alfred Pennyworth, his butler, asks him if the exercise was worth it.
Don't you want to know how he came to be Batman's butler? Come on, guys.
Don't you want to know how he learned all his butling skills?
What constitutes a butler party? Don't you want to know?
Please, that's the Alfred origin that's on Lilith Hellfire's hard drive.
That's what's on freaking Epics. If you know, you know.
All I know is he really knows how to use that feather duster. Huh, Lilith Hellfire? Got me all confused. Batman pulls off his masks and thinks it was worth it. He might have spooked Masterick enough that he will lead Batman right to where he's keeping Gordon. Jennifer Gordon wakes up to find her daughter gone, and she knows Babs went looking for her Uncle Jim. Jen regrets taking that sleeping pill last night, and she gets into her car and starts driving around. All right,
Here it comes.
We got a mother. We need to get out of the way. Still drowsy and distracted by her worry for her daughter, she isn't paying attention to the road, and she drives directly into the path of a.
Because she's a dumb whore.
Wow.
Who wrote this, Frank Miller? She's on drugs.
No, that's not true. But Barbara Sr. gets out of this alive. So, yeah, I mean, this ain't a Frank Miller story.
Oh.
All the women die. Barbara gets out of this not addicted. Either Barbara doesn't die or get addicted to drugs. And so, yeah, this ain't a Frank Miller story.
It's a partial. It was inspired. It was inspired by.
Babs is unaware of what happened to her mother. She gets off the bus near St. Christopher's Church, assuming the worried driver that she's meeting her uncle around there. Get it?
It's like it's a rough part of town, little girl. Really ain't dropping you off right here.
I'm trying to find my uncle. He's tied up in a church somewhere. This is the neighborhood for it.
Yep, that's about right.
She deduced the location based on the information she discovered on Hatchet's past.
Who is this, Moon Girl?
On her
Williams?
On her computer.
It's not even a handheld computer, for goodness sakes.
No. Inside St. Christopher's, Hatchet has brought Barbara Sr. and Jimmy to see Gordon. Jimmy! Old Barbara says he'll be killed. Says he'll be killed if he doesn't tell them where the witness. If he doesn't tell them the witness's name, and Gordon tells her they'll all be killed. Masterick and Hatchet are silencing witnesses, and they are all witnesses now. Hatchet says he'll blow out Jimmy's brains if Gordon doesn't tell him the name now. He's going to shoot the kid. And Dan Morris steps forward. He didn't sign up to kill kids, he says, but Hatchet shoots him in the head before he can do anything about it. Hatchet reminds Gordon that Dan's father, Ben, crewed with him for 10 years, and he liked his kid, but he has no fondness for Jimmy. He holds his gun up to Jimmy's head. Barbara Eileen says if Jim won't tell Hatchet, then she will. It was their niece, Barbara.
And that's why I feel bad for you, lady.
Again, he's going to kill you anyway. Again, why spill the name? Either way, he's probably going to kill you.
Yeah.
Stupid. She begs Hatchet for her son's life, but the scene is interrupted by Masterick's arrival. Masterick was assaulted in his office a few hours ago by someone dressed like a bat. Looking for Jim Gordon, and he wants to know who and what it was. I love this scene. Gordon laughs in relief. Masterick and his cronies are finished, and they don't know it. Batman is coming for him. Hell.
More ways than one, bud.
I love that scene. He's like, "Oh yeah, Boo's coming." He's like, "You don't even know the crap storm you've brought down on yourself." I have powerful friends now, and they love me.
Literally.
Seriously. They might not have heard the rumors coming out of Gotham City about the bat-shaped creature who preys on the guilty, ripping out the beating hearts of his victims. Ah, yes. Draining their bodies of blood.
If only that were true, Lilith would be so happy.
I just love the story he's telling. He's like, yes. None of you are.
See, I think Snyder read that and didn't realize that it was a rumor.
True. No, we just like to brand people.
Was that meta commentary? Wait a minute.
Who knows? Nothing would surprise me anymore. And then all the Snyder Bros would be like, "What's wrong with that?" But yeah,
There are no Snyder Bros, only Snyder bots.
Are any of you punks orphans? Because he will drink your blood.
He'll give you a job.
God, a dangerous job. Gordon and Batman work together, and Batman takes care of his own. Unless you're a young child. Hatchet doubts his story and holds his gun to Gordon's head, preparing to shoot. From up in the choir loft, a voice shouts, "Stop!" Barbara holds her cell phone up and tells them she's already called 911 and the police are on their way. Idiot. Hatchet calls dispatch and tells them to disregard the call, saying he overheard some punk kids making a prank call and he'll handle it. Gordon tells Babs to run and he knocks the gun away. Hatchet orders his men to find Barbara. Batman comes out of the shadows using batarangs to disarm Maserick and one of his lackeys, and he rescues Gordon, his wife, and their son. Gordon tells him he's fine, but Batman needs to rescue his niece, who's running up to the bell tower.
Classic horror movie mistake. Run out, not up.
Exactly. Babs climbs the church.
Is it your instinct to get to... I mean, I guess I get the theory behind it, because like we're all animals and like primates' instincts are to like go higher for cover or whatever.
Or I'm always like, are they think they're hiding, or like the bad guys aren't going to be like, oh, they wouldn't possibly hide up there.
Something. It's just weird.
Or maybe she panics. I don't know. Babs climbs out of the shit. Babs climbs the church roof as Hatchet shoots her from behind. Her shoulder is hit and she loses her balance.
She's a child, sir.
Sorry.
God, how many bullets has she taken? You know, between this, the Killing Joke. She loses her balance.
Just living in Gotham in general. True.
Her shoulders hit and she loses her. Is this all the gun violence appearing out of Chicago? She loses her balance, almost falling off, but managing to grab hold just in time. Batman fights Hatchet as Babs' grip loosens. Both Hatchet and Babs fall off of the church roof, and Batman jumps after Babs, catching her at the last second. Batman goes to see... It'd be funny if you're like, oh, it's too bad you couldn't catch both of us. Oh, yeah. I guess I couldn't have. Let him fall. Hell, he shot a defenseless teenager. Let him hit the...
Oh, God, not a teen-ager.
Batman goes to see Captain Gordon in his office at GCPD headquarters, finding him on the phone. Batman initially believes he's speaking to his wife, but really it was Babs on the other line. Barbara and Gordon have separated. Again, Frank Miller. Gordon is worried about his niece after she's lost both her parents, but she is very impressed by Batman.
It runs in the family.
Gordon jokes that she's contemplating marriage.
Yuck. This is where they... Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, Strander, no. We have to blame you now?
That, and are we kind of putting in a sick retcon where it's like Babs couldn't get Bruce, so she's going to settle for Dick? Hail.
No! I reject that energy. I refuse it. Return to sender. Thank you.
Again, I'm hoping.
I'm going to need to speak to the manager.
Again, I'm thinking it's just hero worship, and it's, again, why she becomes a bad.
It's trauma. Yeah, it's trauma. It's fine.
Maserick is going to jail with the late Hatchet's co-workers, so Gordon knows Batman big time. Batman asks him not to keep score. He prefers to think of them as... Gordon cuts him off.
Lovers? Dare I say friends?
Why can't we be friends?
Friends with benefits.
I owe you. Oh God, I owe you big time. I think the pants come off next.
He's like, just don't mark me a vigilante. I want to be duly deputized. Can you make that happen?
Exactly. Make me a duly deputized officer of the law. I owe you big time.
I think the pants come off next. I'm certain of it.
Hey-o.
They're like, we even have this little orphan kid we can raise as a kid together.
Hey-o.
Just saying. Just
No,
saying.
no. Your kid and my kid can date.
Yuck. Yuck.
Oh, God. Gordon cuts him off. They can't be friends if Gordon doesn't know who he is. Batman corrects him. Gordon knows everything important about him. Yes, everything else is just shallow BS. No,
He's like, I noticed that is not a tube sock.
Whoa. That's why he doesn't think he has to work in bed. Hey,
That would explain it.
tell the people, Lilith Hellfire, even if you're well endowed, you still have to put in the effort. Come on.
Exactly.
Gordon knows everything important about him, and they've earned each other's loyalty. Gordon says, I guess we have. Friend, as they shake hands.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Or some Coke. Not my business. Not my business how you stay up so late at night. Not my business.
Oh, damn. Lilith Hellfire rewriting his. Oh, jeez.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Especially rich people, I'm just saying. Subtext.
What's that on your utility belt? Go-go powder? What? Anyway, what did you think, Lilith Hellfire?
It's messy, but it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's only messy because, retroactive continuity.
Yes.
But it was messy when they wrote it, too, just to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
But I like it. It's an interesting take. This book's not meant to really be taken seriously. Like, as much as we pretend. Like, honestly, this is like the, fifth Bat book or some random thing at that time. Not to be taken seriously. Got swept under the rug a lot. But I found this story specifically to be pretty cool.
And kind of, sort of in continuity, but not really.
Yeah, which brings us full circle.
Otherwise, look at this series. I mean, Legends of the Dark Knight. Batman was pulling a lot of crap back in his first year,
Well, and I get that. It's his first year. He has to learn where his personal boundaries and lines are going to be, what kind of quote-unquote hero he wants to be.
But I'm just saying the amount of stories, it's like, I guess we've seen every day of year one, because...
Not really, though. There was still the daytime, not just the nighttime.
I know. Always sleeping during the daytime.
Allegedly, like I said, everybody loves cocaine.
Oh! No, see, year one, I think he was sleeping during the days and going
And
out
he
at
definitely
night.
had some venom, low-key. Like, he had something. He had some enhancements, some enhancing drugs.
Later on, he just went without sleep. It always seems like early on he tried to get sleep. It's like, nah, ain't for me. That's when the cocaine comes in.
I just think that his adrenaline was pumping. Like, year one is such a... Like, think about it practically in realistic terms. If you set out to become a superhero, you do all the training and you're up all night and you're amped. I'm sorry, that's a lot of it. Almost being shot at, stabbed. You get to throw a guy, you get to manhandle a guy.
Oh, I forgot who I was talking to. Oh yeah, the adrenaline rush of manhandling guys and hanging them off roofs. What is that like, Lilith Hellfire?
Don't knock it until you try it. It's exhilarating. Allegedly. Satire and parody. Satire and parody.
That's why she's moving. She needs she wants
I need a fresh slate. I need a clean slate.
Oh, you want a house with a second floor on it.
In a basement, but
That threat's not the same when you're hanging out a first story window, a ranch style house.
It's so true.
All right, so yes, new Bat books. It was a slow week. I only have 4 here. So yeah, like I said,
I didn't find any of them to be good for me.
Yeah. Good for
They're
that.
okay. I mean,
I mean, yeah, like I said, for the 3rd week in a row, we get a Harley Quinn issue.
I don't even know why Harley Quinn is a thing. I'm just gonna be real with you. Not to be a hater. Like, I like the cartoon or whatever and the idea, but the book.
I think we're coming to the end of a cycle. It's like with Deadpool, they milked her so much that
Yeah. They literally paired her with Wonder Woman and Power Girl. She's done everything she can do. She literally shares Batman Day with Batman. Like, enough.
It's gonna. I mean, once this Punchline book starts, maybe
And she actually doesn't really resonate with Gen Z and Gen Alpha from the research that I've been seeing, which is why they're pushing Punchline so much. So yeah, I think we are in a cycle.
I think she's pretty close to following Deadpool's model, where it's like basically the book's gonna end, and
they're never doing it. Word on the curb is Margot Robbie's never coming back to DC now that she's got that Barbie cinematic universe, because that's actually her. No, she's executive producing it and everything. She has very firm control and you just don't get that with DC, especially as a woman. So.
And I would say at least the next year or two, Harley's just going to show up in other people's books. She's not going to have her
I
own
hope
book.
so. They gotta learn the lesson. I mean, you gotta make the kids want Harley Quinn back. Like I said, they have experienced burnout with Harley. I think that last movie was really the last straw with people. It should have been a Birds of Prey movie. She had no business being in it. I mean, honestly, Harley could have done her own movie and it would have done well at the time. I don't know why they tried to force that. It's crazy, the decisions they've made. But then again, maybe they're having a little issue with Bruce.
And again, not to go back to the Deadpool model, but it's like with character like this, you need like a good story. It can't just base a story on like
wash, rinse, repeat formulaic. Every
funny
single
lines and dick jokes. Yeah,
I mean that's our thing. First of all, but
you know, like, yeah.
But we're not doing an ongoing, anti-hero book. I guess we're gonna call her.
But it's they always say anti-hero, but then it's like they kind of
she's a hero at this point.
Once they get their own books, they start pushing them to be more and more heroic. We want to sell some merch too, and it's
but that's the thing I like about I think Deathstroke is actually going to fill her slot.
Heyo.
With Deathstroke Incorporated, like I just feel that's the vibes that they want to go for more because again, leaning into the Deadpool thing, we beat Harley Quinn to death. Let's do like the actual source material Deadpool's based on, allegedly.
I mean, unless they really F with Deathstroke, I mean, that is like one of the original anti-heroes where it's like, he'll do some good, but it's like, oh yeah, he'll take money to kill somebody.
No problem. No question asked.
Yeah.
And he's got such an interesting like whole family dynamic and it's just he's just more interesting at this time right now. And I think they're kind of like realizing that, and they definitely, like I said, they still definitely are trying to do something with Punchline. Whether that flops is up to them.
And not every time, but if there is anyone who could go hand in hand with like Batman and stuff, it's Deathstroke.
As long as it's not Nightwing, as we
yeah, he got dick slapped.
Living the dream. Anyway.
Wow! Matt, boys, send in your resume. Oh, I thought that's what you're asking for. Okay.
Yeah, not me.
Sausage.
Oh, you want to do the slapping? Okay. Oh,
there you go.
Oh, she has penis slapping envy. Okay.
Yeah. Batgirls number 9.
Yes. So what you think?
What a Batgirl summer? Okay.
And I love we're just doing the tour of like everyone gets a chance to punch KG Beast in the face for dick.
Well, I mean, to be fair.
Beginning, Bruce got his revenge, and then after the fact, Wally got revenge, and now with the Batgirls.
And I think Becky's doing a good job, but like sometimes I don't want a character-driven story. I just want some action, and I feel like they're so afraid to just give us like. And they fight for it's a Batgirls, but it should totally be a female punch 'em up book.
I think is she trying to walk the line of like a regular Bat book, but also hey, if anything,
they're flirting.
If anything's gonna bring like the girls in, especially the young girls, this is the book. So we kind of have to walk that line.
I guess that's
too.
why we have all this flirting and relationship crap. I guess.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, because again, this is the gate. This they're trying to make this the gateway drug to bring more women into the Bat stuff.
I guess. But if that's the case, just give us a Birds of Prey book.
Because Harley's probably not going to be around too much longer, so this is going to be.
And not for nothing, the demographics on that book is not women. So
yeah.
Women like the idea of Harley and the idea of DCEU Harley specifically, but like I don't really see a lot of people actually ever like say, "Oh, I really loved her on the animated show" anymore. Like that generation has aged out of just engaging. Period. I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, any we need
it, and they've given us. It's been 30 years, and they've literally given us like 6 different interpretations of Harley.
Well, at least 6 different looks.
Yeah. 6 different interpretations, and I still like the original. I mean, put a doctor in front of her name again, please, and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Poison Ivy. I put that respect back on her name, please, which they're trying to do, I think.
On the
Shout
show.
out to Poison Ivy not being to get basically moving to an ongoing, I think.
I believe, yeah. Well, I know they said they did up the number because it was only going to be like 6 or something, and they
Yeah,
did
it's
up
been
it.
doing, like I said, she resonates
Yeah.
with the kids. Like I
Oh,
was
yeah.
telling you. And I like I said, be on the lookout probably for a freeze book
Oh, really?
next year,
Well,
probably.
they are doing those one shots. What is that? One Batman, One Bad Day or something.
Yeah.
So are we testing the waters to see who resonates and who doesn't, villain wise?
Yeah. I'm telling you, Mr. Freeze is next. Because, well, not only because Matt Reeves wants to do a Mr. Freeze villain in the next movie, but that's just the next guy that's like, hey, he's actually fighting climate change. Why are we against him again?
Oh, thank God. We don't get any Bat books these days.
I mean, if it's going to be something, at least it should be something different. Like, I just, you know,
Yeah.
a Nightwing is different enough. But, like, a Damian book, and then you have a Tim book, like, come
Well,
on, one or the
again-
other.
well,
One or the
again,
other.
Well, again, like
Do I
Carla-
need I Am Batman? I mean, I don't want to get John really out of a
Well,
job, but if they're going to hinder him, it can go.
I was see. It almost seems like they have like a magic number of Bat books they like to have every month. So I'm wondering, you know, if Harley's going to be done soon, and I'm telling you,
Poison Ivy's going to replace her for the meantime. And then
Yeah.
I definitely think
And
they're
then-
going to go
and then-
more all out with Deathstroke.
and then Tim's going to replace Damian
Yeah.
as the Robin book. Yeah.
And we'll see how that does now that we've officially made him part of
Yes.
the LGBTQIA community.
Well, we'll see.
I think
if
I
there-
got all the letters in there.
We'll,
I hope
we'll
I
see if
did.
there's any backlash after Young Justice #2.
Ooh, don't. I'm still reeling. Like my fins are still clenched from that.
I was like, really? Are you really telling me not to read this book anymore? Really?
At issue 2, like okay, thanks for saving my wallet some money.
I'm like, she didn't get any blowback from that from like the suits. So like, yeah, maybe you don't want to do this or don't do this.
Well, they've been trying to ruin that Young Justice brand forever.
I know, but
we know.
But it was basically F you if you liked any of the 90s stuff, and it's just like,
we made you. We can unmake you.
Do you see what Marvel's doing right now? They're pandering to the 90s crowd, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Those young kids ain't keeping you afloat, buddy.
They're not even buying the merch.
No. When you can find it.
Exactly. It's so hard to find DC toys now. Like, I don't like ordering from the site. I like to be able to look at it.
Oh my God, what was it last night? I saw Tyler had a post up. I guess they at Walmart they found the Batman merch, like the toys and stuff. It was in the clearance aisle for like $3. There was like figures for like $3.
It was in Target's. My Target's clearance been like a month ago. So yeah.
I almost wanted to comment because he's like, yeah, him and the kids bought some stuff, you know, to give the toy drive at Christmas time. I'm like, why would you do that to those kids?
I will say the best the Batman merch I have is probably the Selena Kyle on the motorcycle Funko.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I keep meaning to pull the trigger on some of that.
Yeah, it was on sale for like $7.99, so I went ahead and did it. But I think it retails right now for $14.99 normal.
Yeah.
Which is not bad for like a Funko on a vehicle. Like I've seen it go way higher. Like that Hawkman cruiser ship is $29.99 that I'm totally gonna get today on my Walmart run.
Are you?
Because it's a Walmart exclusive, baby.
I think we're going to the mall, so we're going to check out the last FYE on Earth again.
Honestly, when I come up there, we're gonna definitely have to do that. We're gonna have to go comic book shopping.
Oh, you're coming up here?
Eventually.
Okay.
I mean, if I have to drive, I really don't want to catch a plane because I don't know how people are still just pretending like life's okay. Like I know. We got smallpox now and monkeypox and polio. Like what the? I can't.
Because we don't believe in science.
But like literally, like I should. Well, honestly, I think Mother Nature is telling us that 8 billion people might be a bit too much. Just a smidge.
I've had that thought. Yes. Yeah.
She's attacking on all fronts. She's playing no games. So it's like, oh, COVID didn't do it. I got something else for you.
Okay. I try to respect other people's points of view, but quit having 5 and 10 kids, people.
Who's still having 5 to 10 kids?
I don't know.
Besides the Amish, which I'm okay with because that's a religious thing.
In the canon, I don't know.
Well, I told you he's looking for a donor for his lupus.
Oh.
You can't. No, that's what he's doing. There's no doubt in my mind. He's one of those guys.
Oh, there was some article there like, oh yeah, the birth rate's going down. I'm like, good.
We can roast Elon Musk.
The birth rate, yeah. Oh yeah. the birth rate's going down. Good, let it go down for a couple
Well,
decades.
capitalism needs its workers. That's why it's a crisis.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not just everybody. It's just, no offense, Phil. It's just white people's birth rate. So.
Again, good.
I don't want to see anybody go extinct, but this is a little extreme.
Maybe you can't say it, but I can say it. Good.
I say just let the sun do its work.
Oh.
No, like there's like this study out now that's like, yeah, the sun's getting really intense and like there's an increase in melanoma. So please use your sunscreen. SPF 30, please.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like, it's really like the cancer skin rates are really been going up in the last 3 years. Cause and they like allegedly, the ozone layer, like when it repaired itself, it's back to being jacked up again. And this earth, like, yeah, we don't treat the earth the best that we could.
No.
We don't.
That's like people who
We deserve everything we get. That's why I'm not going to argue.
Oh my God. Sorry, Justin. I feel like we're doing Rand Pants here. But no, it's like the people who like deny climate change. Okay, let's say, for sake of argument, let's say climate change isn't real. We should still treat the planet good, shouldn't we?
It's some of the stuff's a non-renewable resource, guys. I don't.
Even if climate change isn't real, let's not throw all this crap in the air and
In the
the waters and just litter everywhere.
Tear down all the trees, yeah.
Let's at least keep the property values up. Come on.
But that's the gag of it all. It's like you can recycle, reduce, and reuse and have a low carbon footprint as an individual, but it's not us that are actually harming the earth. It's corporations.
Yeah.
We'll never be able to offset all the damage that a corporation does.
Although I believe, just from where I work, I think government gives them tax breaks if they
Of course they
recycle.
do.
Because I know my place, they're just like, they're trying to be completely
green, zero waste,
nothing to landfill by a certain year.
I think it's 2020. Oh, well, I know for Google, they are actually there and they had until 2026 to be there or whatever. So I think that's the year.
Yeah. I mean, my place is pretty close. I think we're about 80 or 90 some percent, that gets recycled. So.
Yeah, but where does that recycling go? It's still nowhere for it to go. That's the gag.
I know. Because I know they were like looking for some place to like recycle plastics, and they're like, no one will.
We're all filled up. Yeah.
For a while, no one would take it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but enough rant pants because that's gonna be the Salty and Petty show. Honestly.
Stay tuned for January, kids. It's gonna be nuts.
Not even nuts, just things we
honest.
Yeah, honest, unfiltered.
Yes, Charlie Esser's that filter. So did you read I Am Batman number 12?
No.
Oh, damn.
Did it get better? Did it get worse or more of the same?
I mean, it's okay. I mean,
and is this the last issue or?
I would say no, since it's
because listen, the numbers aren't good, so I don't know if they can't. Now that they've done this, they can't pull it because you're canceling your Black Batman book, are you?
They had a quick blurb for next issue, so I mean, unless they pull the plug in the middle of that story, but I mean, he's working with.
Okay, I give it till January for the book to be done. Then
I mean, he's working with Renee Montoya, The Question.
Last ditch effort,
and they're actually trying to get him to like trying to do some detective work. So
is it too little, too late though for the people reading this book that have stuck around this long? Is that the payoff? Is that a good enough payoff?
Well, again, I think everyone who's still here is here for it. So it's like, I mean, I don't know who you're pandering to because anyone who's still here is here no matter what, probably.
Sean Ridley fans, hoping that as good as his work as Marvel is, that they'll let him be him.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's what we're all waiting for them to actually let him be him.
I mean,
and I don't know that it's going to happen. I can't say that it is.
I think he's fighting a losing battle because do you ever see this thing promoted anywhere?
Never. Okay, I thought I was going crazy.
I mean, I read the book and I'm sometimes I half forget it's out.
Let me go look on his Twitter to see if he even promotes it real quick.
He has to have just because he wants it to succeed. He's the writer.
Maybe it was part of a contract and he's working on something else that was like better. You know what I mean? But they had to have him do this first.
Any official DC thing, I never see them mention this book unless it's like, oh hey, look how many characters of color we have.
Yeah, well, that's what it's there for.
And even then, I don't think he's like front and center. He's like in the back or something.
Let's see.
And again, a Batman who's not front and center. It's like, oh, jeez.
I'm looking. No.
I don't know.
The
Is the
unbearable heaviness of luggage.
I don't know. Is the premise kind of flawed though, where it's just like, oh yeah, he stole a bat suit, now he's just calling himself Batman.
Basically, which
And
rubs
again,
me the wrong way completely.
And again, if this was a white guy who had done this, Bruce would be all over his ass in 2 seconds. Or is it just because, oh hey, it's Lucius's kid?
Well, yeah. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's talking the other history of the DC universe. That's on his Twitter, which is good. You should watch that. He talks about how they're prohibiting his language.
What, in this book or everything?
Everything, just in general. But they've had that problem since the 70s. If you know, you know. Yeah, no, he's not really promoting much. And that tweet about the DC universe is actually from DC Nation, so yeah, he's not really promoting much.
Probably just sick of them.
Probably. But yeah, no. I mean, his Marvel stuff is so amazing, and his regular books are really good too, and it's just such a shame.
I mean, if we're cutting bad books and
it needs to go. I like I said, I don't want to see anybody lose their job, but it doesn't fit in the lineup. It needs like they're not doing anything. This is basically Black Terry for all intent and purposes.
You know what they do? I mean, if you end this book, give John Ridley another bad book.
Oh yeah, a real bad book. I hate to be that person, but I'm Black. I can say it. A real bad book. Maybe do something with Duke. Like I think he wants to. I just have that inkling.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in Batman Urban Legends this time, I mean, there's a Duke story. I mean, they're are they priming the pump for Duke? Because the writing is on the wall for I Am Batman.
Maybe. I feel like maybe. That's what I mean. Like, I can't put my finger on it specifically with the situation because it's weird.
But yeah,
because it's a Bat property and they're so weird about the Bat properties.
But again, that's what I'm saying. I think they have a set number of books they want to put out every month, Batman-wise. So it's like if they are chopping like Harley Quinn and, I think I Am Batman would probably be on that list. And then they're going to replace them with something else.
Yeah. Or they could just let the 2 Bat books and Nightwing speak for itself for a while.
Yeah, but they're gonna be again.
You're losing dilution. Like I mean, it's so much crossover that it's almost not worth it to put out more than 4 Bat books in any given time.
Yeah, but is a second tier Bat book selling better than like a lot of other stuff at DC? That like any Superman book or Wonder Woman book at this point.
I mean, Wonder Woman, her numbers are steady. It's not where they want it to be, but they're steady. I'll say that.
Okay.
Superman, he's holding his own with his 2 books right now. 3. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's holding his own. We're in the rebuilding process, so they have to let that go.
But once again, do we need a bunch of Bat books? Because again, we don't have.
We literally don't though. I think less is more.
But we don't have a Justice League book. We don't have a Green Arrow book. We don't.
Less is more. Book. Make them actually want it.
I know, but I
don't even want a Justice League book at this point.
I guarantee you, they have some kind of formula where they're like, we want this many books.
Well, it's not working out for them. That's my whole point. That formula is something's wrong with it.
Well,
somebody carried it too when it shouldn't have been carried.
Well, at least finally the universe has righted itself, and I believe if it isn't out yet, the final issue of Future State Gotham is coming. What is it, 18 or something?
That'll be when I go to pick that book up. That'll be the day I run into Dan DiDio. I almost guarantee it. That's just how the universe works, bro.
Do you think is he still under like an NDA or anything, or do you think he could spill some tea?
Yeah, he's going to be under an NDA until at least 2030.
Oh, damn.
The kind of stuff that he was at the level, it's probably 10 to 15 year NDA, I think maybe.
I was going to say, no.
But he can't really speak because if he speaks, then other people speak, and he knows what he did.
Oh, you know what you did.
I mean, it's bad blood on both sides and lots of lives. I mean, if people really actually care like they used to, could be ruined. So, it's kind of mutually assured destruction on that front. Because like I tell you all the time, DC is an absolute toxic nightmare of a work environment. Yeah. It really is. At the executive level, especially. Very cutthroat, dog eat dog, and backstabby. So.
But I assume you read Batman Urban Legends 18?
Of course.
So is this you think this thing's going to keep going?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's doing so good. And plus, it sells for more. It gives people a chance to showcase without having to do those showcase talent things that they used to
Nice.
do, you know? So every issue is an audition, and that brings in new people. Like, hey, I really like this writer from here. I really like this artist from there. They're in this book. Why not?
And again, if it's multiple stories, if there's a story in here you don't like, there's probably something else in here you'll probably like.
Exactly. You know, and I kind of miss the variety and anthology of how comic books used to be. I really feel like that's another reason they're doing this, is to give it that throwback feel of,
Yeah.
you know, you're not just tied down to one particular brand. Yes, it's within that universe, but Batman specifically has so many, you know, branches of the Bat family that it's doable.
But yeah, we actually do. Yeah, like we were saying, we do get a Duke story with the Outsiders.
Which, honestly, that works.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Outsiders, yes.
It's just that, like, I feel like love and care goes into certain things, like little things, but not the big things, I think. And should be kind of reversed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying the main Bat books aren't good. It's just more of the same of what I'm tired of. You know what I mean? They're doing the best to elevate that material, but I want something different. But it feels like DC doesn't want to go that route.
Well, yeah, it's like different writer, but you're supposed to keep the same taste every.
It's like, no Batman getting married. No, I don't know why he thought that. No, because you promised me.
Yeah, because you get stuff in this, like, you know, Batman and Etrigan story.
Yeah. Random.
I know. And then we get an Alfred story,
which I love, which they're definitely trying to make Pennyworth a thing. But like I said, season 3 is Pennyworth's last season. Do not get attached. Do not get attached.
And then we get a Tim Drake story, which I assume is like, you know,
the prequel.
hyping for that series coming in September, October.
I just hope it's good. I feel like Tim has been like Wally, the redheaded stepchild of everything, and it's time.
Yeah, well, I believe it's going to be written by the current writer of Dark Crisis, Young Justice, so I think that's who's writing it. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I hope, yeah.
Sometimes it takes different circumstances for people to spread their wings and fly and soar successfully.
Yeah. Just to make the audience feel bad, and I think it'll work.
We'll see.
And what is this Bell and Bow?
No clue.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, this isn't like a Silver Age thing, is it? Like,
yeah. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
It's basically just millennials yelling at Batman.
No, that's Gen Z. Millennials, we still kind of rock with Batman. Them Gen Z kids are like, yeah, he's a baby eater for sure.
Rich man.
Yeah. They really do not like Batman on TikTok. I'm just going to let you know. Oh, this rich billionaire beating up on the poor people. Look at all what he could be doing with his money. Like, honestly, that is the narrative of Batman now. And I don't think that DC is smart enough to see that. But my hope with Poison Ivy now that, like, people really have, like, kind of, like I said, latched on to Poison Ivy. And the fact that they revamped her and gave her a full-on book, that gives me hope, but not too much.
I mean, I guess it speaks to people because it's like, well, one, like I said, I was getting horror vibes for a while, and two, it's just like, you know, the world is just trash, and a lot of us can identify that. Yeah, a lot of us can identify with that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting the take that they're trying to take with her. It's like they're trying to make her mythical and mystical, and I like the thing that they did with Swamp Thing and the green with her. Like, it made sense for me.
Oh, on the show, Harley Quinn show.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I want to see that kind of make its way back into the books.
More Freeze.
So yeah, DC can hit rock bottom or go to the top. It's totally up to leadership at this point. I don't think leadership has what it takes, but I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, because like we said, I think they increased it from 6 issues to 12. I think at least 12. So
yeah, it's got, like I said, it's gotten a lot of good response, and I'm happy.
Well, again, I think it's a story that has legs.
Hell.
Yeah, but it's like the Harley stuff. I think she would be better suited to like mini series after mini series, like limited series, because it's like,
I think we literally need a break from comic book Harley Quinn and just let the TV show.
Yeah,
like they do that for so many things. They cancel the book and just let the show speak for itself. That'll drive the merch.
And it's just like with characters like that who break the fourth wall and are jokey and stuff.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, can you have like a long run with that before the quality?
I mean, look at the struggle that Gwenpool has. She's always constantly being canceled and rebooted.
it's like
we don't have a Deadpool book right now.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's like it seems like they.
I think it's kind of out of vogue at this time, honestly.
And it's like, you have to follow this formula. Follow this formula. It has to be funny. It has to do this. Has to do this. Look at the Poison Ivy book. It's just like, oh yeah, she's angry at the world. Go.
And I feel seen.
Exactly. But it's like there's no magic formula. It's just, oh hey, she's pissed. Go.
Yeah. Fingers crossed DC can get it together. Or, you know, that Nightwing podcast might have to have Batman element and just wash our whole hands of a thing.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding.
I thought for a while Dick was selling better than Batman.
And was.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of probably is, but they can't really. They have to skew those numbers. Because there's no Nightwing merch.
Yeah, come on, DC.
That's interesting in and of itself as well. I mean, it's specialty merch, but it's not mass produced. You know what I mean?
This poor Kristen is waiting for wallpaper for her house. Come on. All right, so we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Ranting.
And end scene.
All right, kids. Yes, next week, again, the final week of Lilith Hellfire before September. And she takes her...
I disavow all knowledge. Please do not at me, text me, DM me, tweet me, Facebook me, nothing.
Oh my God, it's Prodigal. She's taking time off to set up all those satellite bat caves. Oh my God.
Mind your business.
All right, so yes, for the last week, we were talking about it a while ago, but yes, Batman and the Outsiders 1 and 2 from 1983, kids. Pre-crisis goodness.
You're never cool unless you've been an outsider. That's just my personal opinion. So.
Oh, damn. I love the cover phrase you want. It's literally Batman telling the Justice League where to go.
As he should have, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. So send your thoughts on that. And again, September starts, Justin and I think at least an episode or two in September. Yeah, I think Justin and I will be joined by Russell as we talk all Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle stories.
Just as long as he doesn't say Hulk can be Superman, he's allowed on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I know they're the strongest Marvel podcast around, but
Born New Protocol kick them right out if they either of them says that with Hellfire. I'll be like, Hulk can beat Superman.
I'll be like, did somebody just walk over my cold grave?
Hulk can beat Superman. Get out! All right, kids. So yes, so send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. 38 Capes. Remember, you can find We Are the Night,
the Batman Podcast.
On Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Batman fan group on Facebook or book. Yeah. Find links to all the social medias for all the DC and Marvel shows we do. The YouTube channel, again, everything we do gets a video, so smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a second of any of the
Smash it.
And of course, the Patreon. Again, we're not corrupt billionaires, so please help us support this show. $3 to $5 gets you early access to the creator interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Right, we talk to a creator every month, plus whoever else we can wrangle. So subscribe, and of course, if that's not enough, Lilith Hellfire loves the pain. Lilith Hellfire's been dangling me out a window for almost a year now. Superhero movie brackets.
It's almost over. Either you're going to end up on the ground or you're going to swear to me.
Instead of putting a gun to my head, I should hang myself upside down. Superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero. Turn the camera upside down. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time. Yes, August. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen versus Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For.
Oh, what a kill for!
Oh! All right, kids. So yes, and of course, Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right, Lilith Hellfire, where can people find you hanging young men out windows?
Consensually, of course. If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram @Lilith Hellfire 69,
9.
69? Yeah, 69, of course. And then, of course, over on TikTok, making all of the comments and none of the content at Lilith Hellfire 69. It's past 12, so, you know.
She's sober.
Either
Not
be the
sober.
6 or be the 9.
Not sober. Okay.
I'm going to the hole on principle.
It's brunch time, my friend.
What did Batman say to those mobsters in Chicago?
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Oh, is that Gordon?
That was definitely Gordon. He's like, my boo is here. Y'all in trouble. My boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in trouble.
That's a mouthful.
Oh,
Allegedly.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
What about your past in Chicago?
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Wait a minute. We're doing Rob now?
Wow! yes, he has some sordid things in his past, like a real job.
I know, right? Who would have thought?
I know. Wolf was like, really? You had a job?
A real job? Like a punching the clock 9 to honest to goodness 9 to 5? I don't believe it.
You weren't an online hobo your whole life?
I'm going to have to fact check that with Maeve. I still don't believe it. Like, Maeve, he's out here lying, said he had a regular job before.
Yeah, he was 13 mowing lawns. Come on.
Let me get a rat on your alligator back, bro. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
Oh, good Lord. All right.
Play us out of here, Johnny.
Thank you for joining us, kids. Oh, God. Thank you for joining us for Ray's favorite show.
All to do with the Dark Knight.
Oh, my God. I should have found some way to get him to do. I mean, I love Justin. Justin is the best, but oh, my God, I should have found a way.
Ain't no way in hell you're blackmailing Ray into doing that.
For a month of Batman. Oh, my God.
But the plot twist is they're not Batman stories.
Oh, we're gonna do
all the issues that were inspired Mitch to write Moon Knight.
Oh, damn. I could say I could have did a Nightwing week, a Robin week, a Catwoman week.
Black Canary week.
Hey, Ray, you want to do a busty Catwoman? Sausage. That's right, kids. Come back next time for Batman and the Outsiders 1 and 2. All right. So remember, join us next time. Same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We are the
night. The Batman podcast. Vengeance is reborn, but is going on vacation.
And remember, October, episode 100.
Dun dun.